Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another evening of Soul Work. Tonight we are taking callers, so just make sure you get that pen ready, and before you know it, Kim is going to give you that number to write down. I'm your host, Jeni Cousins, and as usual tonight we have a very exciting guest on the show tonight. And before we introduce her to the show, what is that number, Kim?
It is 403-539-6710.
So just remember, Calgary, that after we take our short commercial break, that we will be taking calls. And I want to welcome to tonight's show Stephanie Hrehirchuk. Did I pronounce it right?
You pronounced it
right.
Yay.
Thanks, Jenny. Such a strong name. I love that name. I do. I was just talking to Stephanie before, but it's strong essence with it. Good energy, strong energy.
Thank you.
So
it was my husband's gift to me.
Yes, there you go. Connected. Past life. Another show, though.
So you were sharing with us earlier that you've learned a lot of different modalities. What's the first concern you get from your clients about health, wellness, and spirituality?
Kim, that would have to be I'm too busy for it, a time issue. Right. So what I hear from most clients is I'm a working mom or stay-at-home mom. I have a lot of kids. I have a job. I'm going to school. I don't have time for self-care. I don't have time for an hour of yoga a day. I just don't have time in my day. And what we work on is actually finding that time, because it does exist. And for example, I had one client who had a very long work day, very demanding job, and she didn't have any time to fit yoga in, and she really wanted to develop some kind of a yoga practice. She couldn't do it in the morning, early off to work, lunch hours she worked through, and she would get home and basically turn on the TV, crash on the couch, grab whatever was in the pantry, and that was her day. So what we did was we developed a practice specific to her, 5 or 6 yoga poses, took about 20 minutes for her to do. We looked at her own issues, got a personal practice, and she dedicated 40 days to coming home every day from work and stepping on her yoga mat. So before she got in the pantry or before she got on the couch and turned on the TV, she got out of her work clothes and she got on her yoga mat. 20 minutes is all it took. She found it very challenging. Not every day was easy, but every day for 40 days she got on her mat. And what she found was not only did she find the time, but she stopped snacking, sitting on the couch, watching TV. She could de-stress from work at the end of her day, and she slept better. So we do actually have more time in the day than we think. A lot of us are annoyed sitting, waiting for a train, waiting for a doctor, waiting for the dentist, waiting for the kids to get out of school, stuck in traffic. These are actually times in the day where we can do practices. You might not be able to do yoga, but you can do breath work, you can do pranayama, you can do meditation. There's all sorts of practices that we can do. So there is actually more time in the day, but that is the common issue I get is I'm too busy, I don't have the time.
Okay.
Right. And it's just getting into that routine, really. You know, and it's like going to the gym, the thinking about it. And then once you're there, you're like, I'm so glad I'm here, and I'm so glad I did my workout and such.
And then you wonder why you thought you didn't have the time
before.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite practice that you use yourself? Or?
I do have a favorite practice. I've explored most practices out there over the last 20 years, but my personal favorite is my morning practice, which is sitting on my front step, wrapped in a blanket, my slippers on, usually in my house coat, and it's first thing when I get out of bed, I hit my steps. So the sun's not up, and I don't have any requirements at that time of day. There's no intention. I'm not, running through what I'm going to do for my day. I'm not planning things. That's my time. It's my carved out space where I just listen. I listen to the birds. I watch the sunrise. I'm in my own little space. And it's a very nourishing practice for me.
Even if it's minus 30?
I'm out there in the winter.
Oh,
my neighbors
Lord.
walk by, they see me. I may or may not wave. I might be wrapped tight, but it's beautiful. There's something very insulating but gorgeous about the snow and the cold. So anytime.
It is, because it's so quiet.
Yes.
You must get a lot of messages, because I know when I have my quiet time, I get a lot of messages coming in.
Well, and that's why I sit and I listen. I just listen. And it's a great time to tune into the day. It's very magical before the sun comes up to actually watch the day wake up. It's a very special time.
Because you get senses coming in too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
So with all the mind-body practices that we have available to us now, what do you usually suggest to your clients?
There are a lot today, Kim, and I think more than we've ever seen available to us. There's a buffet of mind-body practices that we can do. And I tell people not to take it too seriously.
Right.
And I often equate it to shoe shopping. That
Sex in the City, Carrie.
Yeah, shoe shopping. That, you know, we live in Calgary. We have seasons. I can't wear my flip-flops in the winter. I don't want to wear my rubber boots in the summer. We have transitions in our life and different seasons in our life. So you want to have a few good practices that you can use for different seasons and different transitions that you have, different circumstances. And I encourage people to find, like you would shoes, find practices that are functional, that serve the function you need, whether you're calming your mind or strengthening your body or trying to heal an illness. Look for shoes that fit that purpose. Try them on, wear them around, break them in. Often people will they'll buy so many shoes that they have paralysis. They can't decide which one to wear, and they never break any in. So you never deepen any one practice and really get to know, is that a comfortable fit for me? I have a very comfortable pair of yoga shoes that I pull out quite regularly. I have a comfortable pair of Spring Forest Qigong shoes. There's meditation, which is like a slipper. I call meditation the slipper, because you get up in the morning, you put your feet into your slippers. It's the first way you start your day. When you come home after work, you kick off your shoes, you put your slippers back on. If you're sick or have an injury or going through some grief, you might be in your slippers for days or even weeks. And a good meditation practice is actually fundamental to getting through a lot of very difficult seasons or difficult transitions. And then there's barefoot. You know, au naturel, no shoes required. So I tell clients, don't take it too seriously. Figure out what it is you want in your life. Find modalities that serve that function, that are interesting to you. And then wear them for a while. You know, see how they fit, break them in, and how they fit in your particular life.
Because I know you were talking to one of the crew earlier about something on the I only caught just a tiny bit of it, but something on the shoe or something.
We were talking about earthing.
Yes, earthing. Can you explain to the viewers a little bit about earthing?
We're talking about being barefoot, feet on the ground, bum on the ground. If you can sit on the ground, you know, barefoot on the ground, there's huge benefits. And there are some scientific studies that have shown that ADD, ADHD, depression can be assisted through nature, through being close to nature. It's very healing for the body. Spring Forest Qigong, when we cultivate qi from the earth, it's great to do it barefoot, on the grass, on the ground, and you can draw the qi up from the earth. So very healing practice to be barefoot on the ground.
Definitely. That's such a magical, because I know, like, I hadn't gone barefoot for a while because I had some problems with the feet, long story, but I was started to walk, you know, even more and more and more on the grass and everything like that, without the orthotics and everything. And you could tell, like, you can really tell a difference. And I didn't realize that until, you know, I couldn't walk for a while. And then when you start walking again and you're on actually the grass and barefoot, it's just like, wow, you really notice it then.
You do, and it's playful, right? I mean, you see kids, they're always kicking off their shoes and socks and running barefoot through the mud or the rocks, or right? It's tactile and it's playful and it's very rejuvenating.
Can you share with us some of the things that you practice?
Oh, goodness. Yoga, Spring Forest Qigong, pranayam, do different forms of meditation, Kriya. My favorite form of yoga is actually Kundalini yoga.
Oh, yeah, actually,
various Kriyas. And there's a huge repertoire to choose from. So, you know, whatever you're feeling, if you need some for depression or hormone imbalance, or you know, if you have an injury or an illness in the body, then there's a whole variety of Kriyas that you can pull from.
So do you then, with the different practices, do you do it one-on-one with your clients, or do you run workshops?
I work one-on-one with people. I like to look at what their specific lifestyle is, what their family dynamic is, what their day looks like. We work with nutrition, exercise, meditation, stress release, how to bring more fun into the family, anything that they're requiring at the time. There's a huge, you know, steam trunk of tools that we can open up and have a look at and see what fits specifically for each person. And I do it one-on-one and in a group.
So let's say if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, what would be the best way?
The best way is on my website, which
Okay.
is iamat1.com.
Okay.
And there's lots of recipes, lots of shoe shopping on
Okay.
there. Yeah, they can have a look and see what appeals to them.
Excellent.
There's a huge variety of resources there.
Excellent. Well, it's been, you know, a pleasure having you on.
Thanks, Jim.
You know, and I suggest to the viewers to definitely look you up for sure. She's great to talk with and a lot of fun. And Stephanie's going to be staying for the full show with us as well. So if you have any questions to ask her, certainly feel free to give us a call. And what's that number, Kim?
It is 403-539-6710.
And we will be right back, Calgary, after these messages to take your call. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning back in. I'm your host, Jenny Cousins, and this is my co-host, Kim Buckler. And we are just speaking with Stephanie Hrehirchuk. Nice. I had to practice that for a while, I must admit, right? I didn't want to mess it up. And we've been talking about a variety of different subjects because Stephanie has a lot to offer for everybody indeed. And she also has some products, and she was very nice to bring Kim and I both the lovely balm. It was really nice. It smells so nice.
That's an organic Madagascar vanilla bean infused balm.
Wow. It's really nice. Thank you,
Homemade.
Stephanie. Yeah, very nice.
We have a caller already, and it's Vicky.
Vicky, we have a caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, what's your question for us tonight, Vicky?
We're anticipating a move very soon, and it's been quite stressful. It's been in the time. So I was wondering if it's going to be a positive for my family.
Alrighty then. Okay. Don't know what happened with the phone line there, but
Oh, sorry.
no, it's not you. Don't worry. So you're worried about your move, if it's going to be stressful or not?
Well, no, it has been stressful getting to this point, and I'm hoping that once we're in there, things will smooth out and work out. Hello?
Like work out meaning
Like
to,
all the stress will be gone.
Oh, that's going to take a while. I mean, any stress, it doesn't matter, you know, where you're moving to, where you're moving from, anything. Any type of move is always a stressful point. Okay. To be very honest with you, I would give it just a little bit of time because for some reason I'm feeling it's just going to take you some time to settle in. Okay. Some people can unpack in a hurry and everything like that and move on with their lives and everything is really good. But for some reason, I'm feeling that just really takes some time. Give it 4 months.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
honestly, because
Yes.
if you push it and push it and push it, it'll cause you some problems. And for some reason, I'm picking up on a little dog. Why is that?
I have a little dog.
Okay. Yeah. Your dog's fine. I don't want to alarm you or anything, but the reason I'm picking up on this little dog is because you're going to find that the dog very well could get a little bit more high-strung. And when we're moving, animals can have, you know, a harder time adapting to certain moves. Okay, so whenever you're moving and moving furniture out and that, what I would recommend is maybe just put the dog in a little kennel.
Okay.
Right, like on top in a room or something. Let's say that you're not moving furniture or things from one room. Put the dog in there, and if you can, put some like music on if possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Calming music. Because you also have to think of the animal, you know, on the journey for the move.
Yeah, that was another thing we were thinking about because it's such a different situation than where we live now.
Yeah, and that's why I was picking up on this little dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Are you moving into an older house?
No, actually, it's a new house that's been in the works for a while.
I would suggest you have that house smudged. If you've got an upper floor,
Yes.
okay, there's one of those rooms that dog won't go anywhere near.
Really?
I would have a full clearing done of that house.
Oh, because it's a newly built home.
Yeah, that's okay.
Even though, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm going to see that. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. But don't worry, like don't put all the stress on that right now about it. Like you'll see that in due time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't be concerned. If you find that he won't go near that room, that's okay. You just get a house clearing done.
Look out for that. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
but it's okay.
Yeah. So just keep an open mind to it. Like just don't go searching for that room. Like
No, I won't.
No, because you'll just see it. The way things flow.
Exactly what I'm going to do. Just let him go, see what happens.
Yeah, and you can easily clear it.
Yeah.
So both Kim and I do house clearings as well.
Yes.
Right, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine, but give it realistically 4 months. Even the longer, the better. Realistically.
And don't worry so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome. And we do have another caller, don't we?
We do. Susan.
Susan.
Hello, Susan.
Hello. Caller.
Susan, are you there?
All right.
Oh,
yes.
I hear someone.
Hello, ladies.
Hi,
Yes.
Susan. How are you?
I'm really good. I love your program. I have to say that right from the beginning, and I was on both of your websites last week.
Thank you.
And I try and practice everything that you guys teach. But why I'm calling is because I'm celebrating 60 years this year, and I am choosing to retire in 5 years. And basically, what I would like for you to tell me is what I need to know about, to remain employed and in good health and financially secure, and at peace, really, like I am now. I ask that of my angels, every night, and I thought that you might have some vision, I guess, or some recommendations for me.
Yeah, I mean, what I always recommend to everybody, regardless what lifestyle you have, if it's busy or not busy, is to spend, and have that quiet time alone, regardless if it's, even 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. Even Stephanie was mentioned earlier that she goes out first thing in the morning.
I like
she
that
has
idea.
Yes, and she has that quiet time for herself. And it's so important to do that. I mean, you don't have to go outside, right?
No.
Unless you choose to. But it's the basic point behind this is to have that alone time. The more time alone that you can spend each day, the better it is. Because when we have that alone time, we get all messages. Like, it doesn't matter, you don't have to be psychic or not. We all get messages from spirit. We all get messages from our soul speaking to us. And when we can keep ourselves grounded on and be centered, self-centered, like centered within, right? Then that's going to create us to walk on a more peaceful path every day, regardless of what job we have, what relationship issues we have, friends, anything to do with that. You're going to get clarity. Right? So that's the number one thing. And when you follow that, right, then you're going to see a lot more clarity with a lot more things. And that's my advice out of anything.
Yes.
Definitely.
Do you see anything in like me changing jobs or anything like that?
I think you're going to be there for a little while. I really do. I mean, you have that option. Even if you wanted to leave earlier than 5 years, you're going to have that option to do so. I really even feel that I see you even doing something part-time that you're really going to like. But so you can leave your job really at any time, but I don't feel it's immediately whatsoever, none. Yeah, you could stay there for a little bit. 2 years maybe you could stay. You might even catch, if you ask Spirit, again, doing a meditation, to send you something that you're really enjoying, something that you're going to really like, they will do that if you pay attention to the signs.
Okay.
So you could even leave early and retire early. I don't see any problems. You're very old soul.
Well, that's good. You're confirming what I'm feeling.
You're very old soul, too, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, not meaning your age. Age has nothing to do with soul. You could be 4 years old. You're a very, very old soul, so you've been here many lifetimes, and you're very gifted. You're very intuitive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this is almost like a confirmation for me, and I'll keep on doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to try that, going out, what your guest is doing.
Stephanie, yes.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be doing it at minus 40 degrees, I can tell you that. But she's
No,
a brave
I don't
woman for doing
mind.
that.
I don't mind. I buy into that. So,
All right.
She gives Stephanie a call in.
yes.
Okay,
And we thank you for calling, Susan.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
You're welcome.
Okay, and we have another caller, Lynn.
Hi.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good, thanks.
And your question for us tonight, Lynn?
Well, right now work is very stressful, and I'm just wondering if I should continue plugging through it
No.
and working, or
No, I don't feel you there. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm not feeling that job for you is a good environment for you to be in. You know, we can be at a certain job for certain points in time. I'm actually feeling some health problems very well could start with you. You might been kind of feeling off for a little bit.
Yes.
And this is because of the job. The stresses from the job, the energy from the environment there is what you're picking up on. You're very intuitive as well, right? And I'm feeling water by you for some reason, not that you're living beside water.
okay.
Yeah, so if you even find that if you go for a walk even down by, you know, like the Bow River, you know, any type of water, large bodied water,
Yes.
that represents your emotions and you're going to get a lot more clarity there. But no, I don't see you staying at your job. I see you actually looking, and you should.
Okay.
That's my feeling towards that. 6 weeks you could be finding something else.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure whether I should stay where I was for a little while, look for another job, you know, take a break from work.
I personally would find something completely different. It's almost like the longer you stay there, your health is going to deteriorate. You could run
Okay.
into some serious health problems within 2 years if you stay there. And we're talking more serious health problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm really feeling that that's a confirmation for you as well.
All right.
So
And do you see anything specific or pick up on anything, you know, that I might consider doing?
I think you're going to pick up something very similar with what you're doing, but the environment is going to be so much better. It's almost like I
Okay.
see a small environment,
Right.
right? And the people there are going to be a lot better.
That would be nice.
Yeah, yeah, a lot more positive. And this is so important, is the environment that we're working in. When we're
Yeah.
around negative energy, we got to really take a look at that. It's not
Okay.
worth it. It's not. So I do
All
see
right.
I do see you making a change.
Oh, excellent.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. And I think we have time for one more caller, Lynn. Or May. I'm sorry, May.
Hi,
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm just fine.
And
My question is, am I on television?
yes, you are.
Yes, we
sweetie.
can hear you.
Oh, okay. Have had some problems with my health. I was just wondering if I'm going to be healthy for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, I'm really feeling you got to make a lot of changes here really quick, to be honest with you.
What kind of changes?
It's almost like your health issue's been lingering for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've been feeling it's almost like in your stomach area, like could be your indigestion. Because I'm just kind of feeling a lot of disturbances in your stomach, and it's almost like it's going to broaden.
Oh, is it serious?
No, it's not serious right now. It's kind of on a medium level way. It can be rectified if you start having like even some like green drinks, like some juicing. You know, looking at even Stephanie, you'd be able to recommend something like that for like detoxing. You need to detox, is what she needs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a spring detox program starting next week.
Okay. She has a spring detox program starting next week. Is it on your website?
It's on my website.
And what's your website, Stephanie?
IamAt1.com.
Yes. So you need something like that. You need to detox. If you do some detoxing, because I'm feeling you need a lot more greens in your body. It's almost like to cleanse everything out.
a better balance of the nutrients.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some minerals, some good supplements, such like that. I just feel if you really make a complete switch over, like organically, You know, some people are not able to do that, of course, financially and stuff, but you can even do the changes a little bit at a little bit. And Stephanie would be actually somebody really good to talk about it. I highly recommend her, because if you start on this now and clear things out, you'll be okay. There might be a little bit of a glitch. I'm kind of feeling like a gallbladder or something.
Really?
Yeah, there's something. If it's not a gallbladder, it could be ovarian. You know how we have ovarian cysts? There's something.
Really? So I should have it checked out? Is that it?
Well, if you're starting to feel very nauseated, right, dizzy and such like that, I'm really feeling your gallbladder pull with that, right? But if you really get on, we can clear things out. If we get on it right away, we can clear out and detoxify our body. We really can. There's so many options for that.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
This is a silly question, but you don't need to answer it now, just to yourself. Ask yourself how many products you consume each day with flowers and sugar in it. So this is your homework.
Flowers and sugar?
Yeah. How many products are you eating each day that have flowers and sugar in it, and concentrate more on the vitamins and minerals. And I think you may see a quick change.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. Definitely. You'll see
so
that.
Just stay off the sugars, is that it?
Sugars, processed food, flowers and stuff like that, right? It's got to be done naturally, because I was doing like even myself kind of a quick diet, and I dropped weight really quick, right? So I'm not doing that again. So I'll probably be seeing Stephanie. But we're actually already coming to the end of our show. You know, and you can certainly, you know, book an appointment with any one of us. And especially for you right now, I do recommend Stephanie, just because with your health and everything like that. She can definitely guide you and put you on some really good stuff and make some recommendations for you.
Okay. My second question is, how are my finances?
That's why I said earlier, I don't feel that you're in a position to absolutely throw everything in right now to get everything going, right? But a little bit can be done to make up and get your health back on track. But we're already at the end of our show already.
Okay.
I'm getting the wrap-up sign here. So,
okay.
But yes, so I would seriously take a look at that, and things can really change for you. And finances can be worked on. A little bit of this and a little bit of that can go a long way. You don't have to drop a lot of money like that. Absolutely not. Right? A little bit to do this and a little bit to do that. But thank you for calling. And I again want to thank our guest, Stephanie Hrehirchuk.
Thank you.
Look at that. You know,
Okay, thank you.
coming on the show. And a reminder to Calgary next week to tune in at 6:30 p.m. Wednesday night to catch another show. We'll be taking calls. I'm your host, Jenny Cousins, and this is Kimberly Buckler. And thank you, Calgary and Shaw TV and all the crew here for helping us out on tonight's show again. Thank you all. Good night, everyone. Take care.